know you shouldn't be reading this on your own. It'll give you nightmares.
Please, Mum, just one story. What about the werewolf? Oh, the Wendigo, I like that one.
Ah, here we go. The Grota was a savage and powerful beast. One day, a brave young warrior, just like you, came passing through the village. She alone decided that all monsters, no matter how scary, could be defeated. The warrior fought long and hard, but the monster was strong and vicious. She picked her moment, took her sword, and with one thrust, jabbed the monster in its weakest spot. And... But that's enough for tonight.
Mum?
Quiet for Mum, Pumpkin.
Mum?
This is so boring.
Right. Everyone, put your pens down. Stop writing. It seems Mona can't go 5 minutes without wanting everyone's attention. So I want everybody to look at her. Look at her. You're the reason this school is struggling. A dedicated student raises their class up. A fool drags it down. And you, Mona, are making the whole class fail.
That's not true, sir.
Sophie, don't defend her. You're better than that.
Listen, freak. Why don't you go and mess up your own life somewhere else? Some of us actually have a future.
Yeah, Aria. And yours involves taking it from 3 guys on pay-per-view. Slut.
Right. Straight to the head's office.
I'm gone.
Okay, everyone, back to work. You have 15 minutes.
Do you think?
I noticed that. Yeah.
Go and speak to her. You're still here then?
Thanks. Cyrus loves me. She won't kick me out.
Hey, I've got Something for you. My brother is a right computer nerd. No offense, Beth.
What the fuck?
Oh, you look pretty.
No way, you can't hand those out.
It's a bit late for that. Been giving them out all morning. I even gave Mrs. Harris one. She can't make it though. I'm just getting the word out.
I said a few people, not the whole bloody school.
You're only 18 once. Besides, it will be the perfect opportunity to projects. Stuff this. Cancel your plans tonight, party people, because there is only one place to be.
What the hell?
Sophie's having a party. And it's going to be banging. Professional DJ, booze on tap, loads of hot lads. And lasses.
This looks great. I'm in.
Hey.
It'll be fun. I'll put you on the guest list. Get there for 8. Don't be late.
Bryce? Phone.
What are you doing?
I'm extending Sophie's invitation. Giving that muff diver a birthday treat. Hello? I'd like to make a booking for tonight.
Absinthe has been a party staple since like medieval times. It's a social lubricant, gets everyone in the mood.
Oh, so who have you got your eye on tonight? What about that skater lad in geography? Is he coming?
Oh, God, no. It's well greasy.
What are you doing?
I heard you say you were going to have a party. You only turn 18 once, so I wanted to make it special.
Thanks, Dad. Dad?
Can I have a word, please? In private.
Come on, Beth. Let's go get the drinks ready.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm very proud of you.
Dad?
Listen, I know you don't want to hear your old man banging on. You're a special kid, Pumpkin. You've got so much potential. You're just like her.
My friends are here.
I'm not going to embarrass you. I've held on to this for too long.
It's the books you used to read me. I don't want it.
Mom would want you to have it.
We used to call it the Book of Monsters.
Oh, that's it.
I like the pictures.
It wasn't my first choice for bedtime stories. But your mother was unconventional. That's why I married her. I know I don't measure up.
Dad. I do love you. And I miss her too.
I'll get out of your hair. Don't go too crazy tonight.
It'll be very tame.
I'll see you downstairs. So what have you three got planned for this evening?
Oh, you know, just quiet night in with the girls.
Bed by midnight, okay?
Bye.
He has no idea.
This is shit. I knew no one would come. No one ever comes here.
Don't be like that. Still early.
Well, this is shabby. Get me some wine.
You can put your coats over there and there's drinks on the side and... Or you can just do that.
See? Party Central.
What are these people? They don't go to our school.
Relax. Hello, handsome.
Thanks. Cool party.
Thanks.
Dad.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's kind of good. Let me take it.
Hi, Sophie. Thanks for inviting me. Drink? We were in geography together. I sat next to you last year.
Oh, sorry, go on, sir. What's your name again?
That's okay. It's Gary.
This was a bad idea. Thanks for the drink, Gavin.
It's Gary. Okay.
Hey, swing das noch. Welcome.
Watch this. Happy birthday. Stay hydrated. Oh, shit.
You all right? The beer. Thanks.
I'm sorry about Bryce and Harriet.
Why do you hang around with them?
Yo. Who are you, big man?
That was horrible.
Don't get up, big man. I swear. Like, who'd you... This is... you know what I mean? What the fuck?
Sorry.
Hi.
2 curries last night. I'm really sorry.
It's cool of your dad to let's have a party. He doesn't know. God, he's going to kill me when he sees the state of it.
Well, then you might as well enjoy your last night.
Oh my God, what is that?
Lightweight.
Wait, no, wait, that's my bedroom. Never mind.
I know a good dry cleaners. Few sheets.
Oh.
Come on, let's go back inside.
So what class are you in? What are you looking for?
Sophie, the police are here. What? They're at the front door. You'll have to answer it.
Are you Sophie? I'm afraid we've had reports of a disturbance. We'll have to place you under arrest.
For what crime?
A crime of passion.
So you're a big reader then? I like reading. I like reading fantasy novels. I'm going to a book signing soon.
Tell me, are you a virgin?
I've never kissed a girl before.
Thought so.
You're done. Hot stuff. Kill the music. Show's over.
Just when she was getting a taste for it.
enjoy that, did you? I thought you were different.
I'm sorry, kid. I was just told to show you a good time.
Fuck off.
Fair enough.
Mona, just leave it.
She deserves it.
Listen to your freak, Mona.
What is your problem? Sophie's gay. Get over it.
Gay is the least of her worries. We all know about little Sophie's trip to the loony bin. Oh, yeah. Didn't you know? Sophie thinks the bogeyman killed her mummy. Even her dad thought she was crazy. Sent her to a mental hospital for a year. My parents still think he did it. But maybe Sophie snapped and chopped Mummy up into little pieces.
You bitch.
Oh, now you're gonna get it.
Hey guys! Am I late for a party?
Look out, man!
No!
Oh, fuck!
Guys, come on!
Ariel, what the fuck? You're the guy! You're the guy! Help me!
Sophie! Get out! Run! Where now?
In there.
You'll be safe here.
A monster! A fucking monster! A big fucking monster!
Help me!
You get a lap dance and full frontal. You didn't pay me for this shit.
Help me!
This way. Come on. I need to get help.
Wait. Who's that?
Run!
We need to call the police.
I already have.
What? But you weren't even there.
I heard what was going on.
What are you doing?
We need to keep safe until the police arrive.
Not by locking us in.
It's the best way to keep safe.
No. Stop! Who are you?
Check the back door. This was meant to be a friendly party, a friendly atmosphere.
Check the back door.
You check the back door.
I'm going to call the police. Have you got a phone on you?
I'll check the back door. Come on. Shit.
Hello? Police? I have to be quick, so please listen. My house is being robbed right now. I live at Hollow Farm, down the valley through Hollowwood. Please, hurry.
We're not being robbed, we're being killed.
Shh. What was I supposed to say? That giant fucking monster has killed half my classmates. I don't think they believe that. I don't believe that.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty clever.
Find the key.
I'm calling the police.
No!
What the hell?
We need to keep safe.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You bastard!
I've had to break myself up my own handcuffs a few times.
Idiot! Shh. It can't be real. What book was this? It was something my mum used to read me before bed. I don't understand. How do we kill it? There is something. Something I remember. There's a spot. A weak spot. On his back. I saw it's there. I know how to kill it. Trust me. Just have to hit that spot. Which spot?
We should stick together. Fuck you!
No one steals my look.
Bastards! Whoa, they're doing something! Shit!
You have got to be fucking kidding!
No, fuck off!
Open the microwave!
Fry, you fucker!
Get back here!
Where's the last one?
Who are you?
I'm Gary.
Good job, Greg.
Let's get the fuck out of here!
Back inside, now.
How many of those things are there? In here, it's safe!
We need to barricade the door. There's more outside.
You came back?
Grant here just saved our lives.
Let's get this place secure.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen Mona?
Mum?
Easy. You took quite a blow.
That guy.
Yeah, not a guy. Some kind of fucking monster. He took a beating and then took to the window. God knows where she is now. Come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Listen, I will get you out of here. I promise.
You throw a shit party.
Arya, I'm really sorry for your loss. Bryce was
a fucking idiot. His dad had a Porsche. He let us drive it sometimes. He didn't deserve to die.
Mona! Are you okay?
I'm fine. She needs a seat.
What's that, Mona? Why have you got that?
I thought it might be useful.
What do you mean, useful?
This is really old.
Hey guys, the police are here.
Car 15 responding to call from Hollow Farm.
Holy shit. You know where we are, right?
You're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
No. 10 years ago, homicide. Late one night, Dad goes home, finds his wife chopped to bits under his kid's bed. It's all over the papers. The kid saw the whole thing. Only 8 years old.
Fucking hell. But they caught the guy, right?
No. And that's not the strangest thing. According to the kid, it wasn't a guy at all. It was a monster!
Wanker!
Stay here, rookie. I'll go and check out the place.
Fuck you, Keith. Keith, this is not the time to be fucking around.
Oh my God!
Shit! Come on!
We're on our own. Found anything?
I've barely scratched the surface, but here, look.
Our party crusher.
No, this.
That's Mum's handwriting.
Where did your mum get this?
I don't know. It's been around our house for years. I think it might be my grandma's.
It doesn't matter where the book came from if it's got some answers.
Jess, the monster in my bedroom. What did it look like?
How should I know? I was unconscious.
But you saw something, right?
I don't know. I remember the sound of breaking glass.
That looks like the one that killed the police.
It's got us all trapped in here with no way out.
Just hang on. According to Gary, that thing released these worms. And we're all familiar with that one.
I never want to meet that one.
Wait. This symbol. It's on all of the pages of the monsters we've seen tonight.
I've seen that symbol before. To summon the five, a sacrifice must be made. Only the blood of a virgin on the eve of...
A ritual sacrifice.
On the eve of what?
5 points. 5 monsters. All with this symbol. And we've seen 3 of them. Which means there's still 2 more to come.
If someone performed a ritual sacrifice, then whose blood is that?
And what about that geeky guy in the Hawaiian shirt? He was probably a virgin. At least, till he went into your bedroom.
The girl in red.
Wait, no. When me and Mona went into your room, that guy was fine. The girl wasn't there. How do you explain that?
Unless it's a shapeshifter.
You okay?
That's the one that killed Mum.
She wrote some notes in the margins. Cunning and smart. Imitates its prey. Can control the other monsters. No known weaknesses. And the last note simply says, run.
It could have killed me 10 years ago. If this thing really is behind all this, Why wait until tonight to finish the job? It's okay. I think she just needs a friend right now.
What's a gin?
Yeah.
Hey, you can't do that.
She said I could.
Whoa, it's one creepy house.
What now?
Where did she go?
Oh, why did my walls hurt? Beth, are you okay?
Sophie, tell me you have something! A gin can possess anyone, but never the same person twice. Something useful! We need to win this! If we can force it out, we can trap it back in the future. Just get the pin from it. Get ready. For what? Sorry, Beth.
Nice one.
All right.
Guys? I killed him.
It's not your fault, Gary.
I'll put him with the others. Shall I? What are you doing? Ich hab mich vor den Monstern versteckt und jetzt hast du uns hergebracht. Shit. You're that German exchange student, Helga, right? So you don't have a clue what I'm saying. Well, for what it's worth, there was a huge fucking monster attack, killed a bunch of people, and this shape-shifting bitch threw me out of a window, and now I've got this weird excellent thing stalking me, and you don't have a clue what I'm saying. Ich weiß ganz genau, was du sagst. Ich bin von der Party weggelaufen. Ich hatte ein sicheres Versteck, bis du kamst. Don't worry, Helga. We're going to stick together. I need to find my friends and make sure they're okay. Ohne mich. That's the spirit. Mona, by the way. Ich weiß ganz genau, wer du bist. Du bist die in der Schule immer in Schwierigkeiten gerät. It's a handshake. It means that we're partners now. Come on. denn? Du bringst uns um. Wir können da nicht hin. Mein Auto steht da, Tommy. I know you're scared. But you've got to be quiet. In a moment we'll get our chance and we'll make a run for it. Bitte. Now. Lass mich los. Wir können da nicht hin. Mein Auto steht da.
See, there's a definite pattern in the notes. What was Mum up to? She knew all sorts. Breeds of monsters, their vulnerable spots, how to hunt them. I just wish she'd finished translating the book.
Me too.
Near as I can tell, each of these monsters was summoned by the blood ritual.
Yeah, but that ritual's over now, right?
I don't know. There's something missing. Also, there's something else that's been bothering me. That thing could kick the door down and slice us all to pieces at any minute, but he hasn't. Why? And when I was possessed by the djinn, I couldn't control my actions, but I could feel what was going on, and when I had my hands around your neck, he wasn't trying to kill you.
This thing had me backed into a corner. It could have killed me in an instant, but instead it hesitated.
They're keeping you alive.
For how long?
We've been lucky so far, but I doubt a cake knife is going to get us past what's outside. If Mum really knew all of these things, she must have had a way of defending herself.
If I was a monster hunter, I'd have kept a shotgun above the fireplace.
It's the farm. It's the house. And the barn. But what's that?
Vault. What does that mean?
Well, whatever it is, it must be underground. All that's out there is a field. It looks like there's a way in through the barn.
Slim chance of getting there in one piece.
There was another way. My mum and Dad had the house renovated when I was really little. They had the fireplace removed. Over where the radiator is now.
There could be a safe way out.
You just couldn't wait, could you? Not quite midnight, but I'm sure we can stretch this out. There's plenty of your little friends to kill first.
Who the hell are you?
You might recognize this face.
Jess.
Guys.
I don't want to die. You are not going to die.
Guys.
I wouldn't let anything happen to you. I promise. And hey, if tonight proves anything, at least you know I'm not crazy.
Guys, will you look at this? Your mum had a weapons room.
That's what I'm going to call her. Jonas is over the moon. He's always wanted a girl, but this changes everything. I can't go chasing monsters into the dark anymore, not until Sophie's old enough to know the truth. They'll come for her on the eve of her 18th. But when that night comes, I'll be standing right beside her. The monsters will always be a threat, and it's my responsibility to hunt them. Soon it will be Sophie's too. No matter what, I'll protect this precious life growing inside of me. You're gonna have a lot on your shoulders, kid, but I'll be with you every step of the way.
Sophie.
This is why they've been keeping me alive. They need my blood to complete the ritual. They just had to wait until I turned 18.
So what happens if they finish the ritual? We barely survived a handful of them. There are hundreds of monsters in that book. No. We have to run. There has to be a way.
Beth.
We need to get you out of here. If they can't find you...
They have Jess. I won't leave her to die. I am the only reason that thing hasn't killed her yet.
This one isn't like the other ones, Sophie. You saw the book. There's no vulnerable spot, no secret trick to killing it.
Then we do this the old-fashioned way. This is my party. Let's kill some fucking monsters.
Sophie? Over here.
Are we ready for this? We're gonna head back to the house and kill anything that gets in our way.
I think we should only kill the monsters.
Yes, Beth.
I think she only meant the monsters, Beth.
That's good.
Follow me.
Bitte, du musst mir helfen. Ich sterbe und die Monster sind hier.
She doesn't look good.
Was ist passiert?
Endlich. Ich bin von der Party weggelaufen und hab mich versteckt. Und dann kam Mona.
Mona?
Ich habe ihr gesagt, wir müssen weglaufen. Mein Auto stand in der Nähe. Aber sie hat nicht zugehört.
Is she alive? How do I know you're the real Mona? When you were 12, you had the biggest crush on Katy Perry.
Still do.
Oh, God, I thought you were dead. I'm still here. You look badass.
Beth, you look fierce.
That's your life, Mona. Me too.
So, we're going back to the house, get some drinks, kill some monsters. You coming?
Hell yeah. Let's do this.
Oh, all right. You already gone? Okay.
I didn't know your clock did that.
It doesn't.
Guys, I need a pee. Sorry.
When you've got to go, you've got to go.
Bathroom's down there.
I'll be quick.
Go with Beth. I've got this.
Let her go.
You've grown up so much since you have met. And like a fatted calf, you're ready to be slaughtered. With your blood, your son all kin, and the ritual finally be complete. Please leave for this open, just like Mommy did.
Come on, Gary. Come on, Gary. Gary.
Do not die.
Sophie. Sophie. It's Mum. Sophie. What are you doing, darling? I'm so disappointed in you.
Put that thing down. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Nice try, bitch.
Get a room. Or at least clean this one up.
gonna. But Beth saved me.
Are we safe?
For now.
What about this?
I'm gonna study it. Use it. Find all the monsters and kill them all.
And we'll help you.
Can we go to the hospital first, please?
What the fuck?
Hello.
Let's do this.